Bram, 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 the Odyssey. Welcome to another episode of the Odyssey. And today we'll be discussing the whole book. It's finally here. So, we all know what the Odyssey is about. The Odyssey is about this guy named Odysseus going and trying to do his nostos. Basically, homecoming. And he does achieve his homecoming eventually, of course. And there's so much has happened that I think that Odysseus does deserve all this homecoming. And I don't think I deserve all this dancing. Dancing? I mean waving arms and flailing around like a maniac. Yeah. So Odysseus does a lot of his travels in here, and all I'm going to say about them is that they're ridiculous, and he's kind of stupid in some of these travels. If he never revealed his name to the Cyclops, he probably didn't have to do all this 10-year journey that, according to Google Maps, should have only taken a few weeks. And according to Google Maps, the route from Ithaca to Troy and Troy to Ithaca would, with foot, with a 60 miles per day speed, would take about 10 days, and Ithaca to Ithaca, it would probably take about 2 weeks, right? I mean, this guy's ridiculous. Of course, this guy didn't have Google Maps. Google Maps tell me how to get to Korea and to Korea. Wait, what? I don't think Google will know what to do. But set that aside, nothing else has really changed. And how does this guy even respond to all these challengers? Cyclops makes a curse on Odysseus. And so how does Odysseus react? I'm not really sure too, because a lot of reasons say that there is something weird going on here. Odysseus does know something weird is going on here, because he has an idiot crew, for starters, who don't listen to him, although they have survived to everything at this point, and they are very idiots when they try to eat the sacred golden cattle. That was our idiot ideas! And they all get killed except for Odysseus. And Odysseus is on the sea, and he suffered so much right now. All he did was just gouge a Cyclops' eye, because that Cyclops was just keeping him in there. And all I'm going to say is that there's really not much to divulge into this series. For as long as I am on this planet Earth, I will say that Odysseus is smart. He does have all the qualities that are needed for a Homeric hero. Strength, courage, nobility, a thirst and longing to win chaos, which is glory, by the way, and confidence and authority. But his most distinguishing thing that distinguishes him from everyone else is his own sharp intellect. It's the thing that keeps him separated from everyone else. And it's also the thing that will keep us away from him forever. And also, I mean, he passed down these traits to his son Telemachus, who, at least by the end of the Odyssey, could not match them. He almost got a bit stringed to string Odysseus' bow, but he never got to, because he got his strength, almost the strength of his dad, but he never got enough strength to actually string the bow. When he's just gonna get older, he will probably just do a lot more things too. One thing I will say is that Odysseus is kind of mad when things don't go his way, as this would mess things up. And one of the greatest things that Odysseus hates is things messing up. And so you know what I would think I'd do? I would probably have just socked their faces already. And that's a good thing in Odysseus' case, because that would mean he gets his revenge, his so long and sought revenge. So much has happened since everything has happened for so long that I'm not even sure why we're here. The Odyssey is a great epic, I will admit. But I think that this epic has some of the most greatest classics of all time. As if the Iliad is the greatest war story, is the greatest and epic war story in the world, then the Odyssey would be a great story, an epic story of, according to Robert Fraggles, here we go. Odyssey is the literature's grandest evocation of the everyman's journey through life. This is basically a representation of life for every man. There's always something you want. You want to have chaos, glory in some way or another. You will have glory in one world, but you might not have glory in another world. You will also do much, much more things too. If you're away from home, you may want to do your nostos or complete your homecoming. And that's exactly what you extremely want to actually get this world. In my opinion, this book is an epic, not only because it has epic stories, but because it has all of the great traits for a Homeric story. This story includes heroes and stories and battles that can teach us how to do things. Sometimes pressure is needed, and sometimes you're tempted to do things. But then again, temptation to do these things is probably the thing that will get you into sticky situations. And if you want to do these tempted things and expect these sticky situations to probably happen, then always have a backup plan. That's what I'm going to do. Odysseus, he has a plan. He just blocks the beeswax, but then he wants to hear these sirens sing because he's tempted. But he doesn't want to get lured into water and die, and never meet Penelope again. So he makes his crew tie him to a mast. That's a smart idea. That's also his great intellect into working. He has a big, huge brain, and that's all I'm going to say. I just hope you guys enjoyed this episode because more things will say and more things will happen in my other episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed this whole series of the Odyssey with me. And if you guys did enjoy this episode, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if comments are on, please tell me what you think in the comments below. See you then. Now, bye-bye. Go already. It's ended. See you guys soon. Next week we'll be talking about the Ennead. See ya.